My turn to make my schedule predictions. And I didn't care about the Cardinals or the 49ers switching because I'm the only one who has the balls to pick them to win both of those games. So it didn't change anything for me. We're starting off with a dub week 1 with the Titans. Sunday Night Football in Houston should be a fun one. Bears are riding Caleb Mania, feeling good, 2-0. But then things change, feeling a little too good. This is the NFL. It's a roller coaster. It always is. Bears lose 2 straight games. I'm a little worried about the Rams. If this was a December game, that would obviously help. Instead, it's September. Weather should be nice. Rams come in. They're still a good football team. They made the playoffs last year when everyone thought they wouldn't. Well-coached football team. So I got the Bears then going to 2-2. Carolina, no problem. I'm with Braggs. They're not going to London again and losing. They get the dub against Jacksonville. I agree with Carm on this Washington game. I think the coaching staff here changes completely. Dan Quinn's going to change that defense there for the Commanders. I don't necessarily think they have a quarterback advantage with Jaden Daniels because I've talked a lot about that and how much I prefer Caleb Williams. But there's a Cliff Kingsbury wrinkle in there. He knows Caleb Williams well. I think they're going to be able to prepare, and maybe this just ends up being a loss. So 4-3 actually going into the bye. They come out of it though, dub and rolling. That Washington game is after the bye anyway, but they go Arizona Patriots with some wins. And then finally we start talking about the NFC North and we start running through this NFC North situation. And I'm sorry, this is just going to be my rule on my show, on this show. It's not my show. It's our show. I've been talking about this going back to last season, guys. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not picking the Bears to beat the Packers until they do it. When they do it, we can change that. But that's just my rule. I'm not falling in the trap anymore because I did it again week 1 last year. I'm not going to do it until they do it. Packers are winning that game. Sorry. It's just the rule that I'm flying by. And so I do have the Bears going 0-2 against the Packers. But they beat the Vikings. They win on Thanksgiving again for all those reasons I gave earlier. Lions suck on Thanksgiving. Bears always beat them on Thanksgiving. I love this game against the 49ers. And I think this is really where the Bears make a statement in their season. I think that could be flexed. Even if it's not, the 49ers are going to be good. Bears make their statement. They get that win. Unfortunately, like I talk about, this roller coaster, they come back down to earth against the Vikings. They lose a game they're probably going to be favored in, and sometimes that happens throughout the season. It happened to the Lions a bunch last year too. I just like how the Bears match up against this Lions football team. So I got them going 2-0 against the Lions this season. I think they get the dub against the Seahawks late in the year, cold weather on Boxing Day after Christmas Day. But again, unfortunately, they get this Packers matchup in week 18, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pick the Packers to win that one until the Bears prove otherwise. Still, when it's all said and done, guys, 11-6. I do agree with Carm on that. And I was kind of in between. So the Bears, going off the Lions, because we've made a lot of comparisons with the Lions and how the Bears could be like a year behind where the Lions' progress has been. So they improved by 3 wins last year when they went to 12-5. But the difference was they were 9-8 the year before. They weren't 7-10. So I thought about that. I was like, a 3-win improvement again to go to 10-7 would make a lot of sense. So I'm with Nick on that. And that's where I was debating between 10 wins or 11 wins, really between those two. So that Lions improvement would be more like 10-7. However, the Bears improved by 4 wins last year. And I think everything, you just think about Bears only and how much progress that they've made. I think it's on the table that they can improve by 4 wins just for what they've been doing here in Chicago. So I'm somewhere in there. I go 11-6, and I'd love to see them beat Green Bay, but I just can't do it until they do it.
We all silly like the mayor.